We are live. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I can already see someone is waiting. If you can hear me, say hello. Give me a thumbs up in the comment section. If you can see me, if you can hear me. Oh, two people are already. Oh my goodness. Like you guys are just, I'm going to try to put my Bluetooth on. La, 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 la. It's going to be fun. I can see people already waiting. This is amazing. Like, this is just so good. So welcome. Turn Bluetooth on. I'm putting my headphones on now. If you can hear me, if you can see me. Oh my goodness. You joined. I was just about to send you so much. Thank you. Because I just got my phone here and I was like, oh, I better send you the link to join. But to see that you've already joined, this is amazing. Welcome. How are you? Please, if you have not subscribed, please click the subscribe button, because that's the first things that we do when we come on my channel. Click the subscribe button. Also give my video a thumbs up. So who else is here? Please give my video a thumbs up. Give my video a thumbs up. Give my video a thumbs up. Give my video a thumbs up and tell 5 people, like tell people that we're here. Tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend that we are here, so that people who are also going to benefit from this can join. Let me just do a quick, I'm just going to do a quick Instagram thing to say we are live so that people can join. And I'm just going to give a couple of minutes for people to join. This is amazing. How has your day been, in one word? How has your day been? Tell me in the comment section, how's your day been? And also tell me, have you been a mentor or a mentee, so that we know what we are, going to be. I want to know how many people's experiences we're going to be sharing. Oh my God, people, Ada Lifestyle, welcome, darling, welcome. We are live. I'm just putting it on Instagram so people know that we are live. Welcome, darling. How are you doing? Happy celebration. I saw your 5 days of Eid Mubarak. Like, girl, 5 straight days. You're just too much. Hey, Dele. My name is Dele. I need to do my intro. Yummy mommy, you are a reminder that I need to do my intro. So, oh wow, you've had a busy day. Oh, bless you. Now I'm going to be cheating if I don't tell you how my day has been, because I feel like I might just be here saying, how's everybody doing? And then everybody's had some kind of day and I'm not able to tell you how my day has been. Just give me a second. I'm just trying to check something. Yeah, so my day has been an interesting one because I've been relaxing. Yeah, I've been relaxing. Like, I have a week off. So I've just been lazy. And that's the reason why I am wearing a relaxed outfit today, because we're just not about to start dressing up and putting makeup. I feel like my face needs to rest. Oh, who's liking my nails? Who else is liking my nails? I am loving the way my nails are looking these days. They're kind of like on point. Don't worry, I took you guys with me. So the next vlog you're going to see, it will be a vlog with how I did my going to do pedicure and all that stuff. And I'll tell you, there's a story behind these nails that you need to see in that video. So yeah, my day has been chilled. I've got the week as annual leave and I'm just chilling with family. So that's why I'm here. Oh, beautiful hairstyle you have there. You look great. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Have you seen the video about the hairstyle? I was having a conversation this afternoon, actually. And we were talking about how people can mistake this for my hair, and I please want you to mistake this for my hair. Please just make assumption that this is my hair, because it ain't. But even in the video, as much as I tried to demonstrate, you couldn't really see where my hair started, where my hair stopped, and where the extension started, because the hairdresser was so good. But I have a video on there. So I'm going to wait until 10 minutes and I'm going to do the official opening. So make sure you've subscribed, tell 5 people, tell a friend to tell a friend, tell everyone that we're here, give me a thumbs up. And if you have not sorted out dinner, remember that this is one of those live streams where we spend the evening here. So sort out dinner, get your drink, sort it out, and just enjoy with me. Oh, Sister Jamila, you're surprised it's not my hair. Why did I tell you? Go and watch the video. Go and watch it. You will see the before and the after. It's the last video before this one. Yes, I have a way of making things look very natural, like my eyebrow. Like this is microbladed. Again, I have a video on this, so go and watch it. Like I wake up every day like this. And like this. Like literally every day like this, like just looking fly. If you're in the United States, I would have just said I'm Black American. I would love to say I'm Black American, but let me embrace my Ibanke Edo State life. And I'm Nigerian. I'm British Nigerian. I wish I was Black American, because I like how those girls on YouTube and in the movies and in Hollywood just always look on point. And I'm just like, which part of the world did they give birth to you? And why is it looking like the side of the world where I was giving birth to, people are angry there? But it's okay. It's okay. We're just going to roll with the punches. So that's me. Sister Jamila, how's your week been? Tell me, how's your day been? Okay. We started to hear from my June mentor. She said, I had a busy day and I'm a midwife mentor. We're going to need all your gems. We are going to need all your gems. Just give me 1 second. I have a call coming through. Just give me 1 minute. Sorry for the interruption there. Sorry for the interruption there. So yeah, so it's the Gemini said you watch the microblading video. Everybody's angry in Africa. I don't know whether the people in that side where I was giving birth to were angry, because as I'm here right now, I'm just like, why didn't I wake up with full eyebrows? Why is my hair not long and coily at the top? Well, 4C hair. Ideva TV has 4C hair, so we're going to pretend that we are all born from that part of Nigeria, so that I have that kind of long 4C hair. But in my mind, I'm trying to recreate the natural look that I would love to have. That's all I want to say. So it's 10 past. Let me do my intro. Are we ready? Oh, my week has been good so far, except for, arthritic pain on my thumb. I'm so sorry. On your thumb, what's the cause of the pain? Is it computer? Is it selfie pain? How did we do this to be painful? Is that even a word? I don't know. Right, so let's do the intro. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Vymart. How are you doing? I like it every time I do this natural, because it's just like it's all natural. I never TV say I have 4A hair. Hey Jesus! Every day we just keep going from 4A to 4B to 4C. I'm giving up. It's a 4 hair. Just call the hair 4. That's all I'm going to say. You have just gone. I don't know. I haven't actually asked my hair coach which one is mine, because I couldn't get an appointment. So I just decided that everybody else is 4C. So I am foresee. Yes, Jamelia, I'm so sorry about your thumb, but what happened? I've never thumb pain. Is it one of those ones where you hit it in something? So yeah, okay. So we've done the intro. Part of me feels like I'm going to be interrupted with a phone call in a minute, but before that happens, let's just dive right into the topic. So today we want to talk about mentoring. I've had a lot of conversations. I've had different people give their points of view about mentoring. I've had people say different stuff, and I just wanted to give my opinion, but more importantly, I wanted people to share their experiences so that other people can learn. Because some of the things that I've heard some mentors do to try and get a mentee, some mentees do to try and get a mentor, and some of the things that even I have done. You know, this channel, when we start pointing fingers, I'm the first person to point finger at myself. So I'm going to share my experience that now when I reflect back, I'm like, Vivian, I was never going to be your mentor, even if my life depended on it. So I'm going to share that. And I want you guys to share. And for those who can dial it, oh, people are coming up. Come on, guys. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Give this video a thumbs up. Make sure that you've subscribed. Oh, I have another call again. Hold on. Yeah, sorry, we're back. Sorry for that rude interruption there. I'm back. Right, where were we? So there's some of the things that I too have done, and I'm just like, it's almost like in this August, I'm just going to be disgracing myself a lot, which is fine. It is me disgracing myself. Let me plug my thingy in. Hold on. If anyone likes my loungewear, it's supposed to be a PJ, but it's not. I converted it into a loungewear. I have a video about it. It's on my channel. It's on my channel, as if you're not on my channel. It's from Boohoo, in case you're wondering. It is a set. And I thought, rather than use it, I don't like a busy nightwear, so I thought I'll turn it into a loungewear. So do you like my sets? Leave a comment in the comment section. But yes, it's from Boohoo. It's from Boohoo. So Jamila said, I just have flares randomly, and today it picked my thumb, stiff and swollen joints. Oh, I'm so sorry. I am so very sorry to hear about that. I am so sorry. I'm so sorry. I hope you feel better soon. I genuinely hope you feel better soon. So back to why we came here. I really want to know, I want you guys, I've had conversations. You like my nice sets. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for the compliment. Thank you. Akora de Ajibade. Hey girl. Welcome, 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 welcome. Give this video a thumbs up. Tell a friend to tell a friend. Tell everybody you know to join us today. Tell a friend to tell a friend. Don't forget to tell a friend to tell a friend, basically. Don't forget to tell a friend to tell a friend, basically. Let's all just do this together. So I learned some things on my journey of being a mentor. In fact, I invited some of my mentees, and one of them particularly, I wanted them to join because I wanted them to share their perspective on how we formed our relationship. And I want to also share my perspective as a mentee and as a mentor to different people, because I just feel like some things that I've heard, some people need to repent. I honestly, I really, Adiba TV, thank you so much. Okay, enjoy work. I don't know if that's the right word to say, enjoy work. Yeah, some people enjoy the work that they do. So Have a good evening, is what I'm going to say. Uh, yeah. So that's what I was going to say. So some things have happened. I just feel like, you know what? If anybody wants to do anything, I should start from myself, just sort of airing my own dirty laundry so that it makes everybody, because I feel like when I talk about my stuff, it makes that's the vibe that I get, that it makes everybody else comfortable and everybody would just want to be able to share and everybody can learn. Because I found that as opposed to the videos that I shoot on here and upload for you guys, you guys really like the conversations, and sometimes we go on forever. Like, we literally go on this channel forever. That's why you can see that I'm a bit relaxed. I'm not even in a rush to jump off and start the topic, but I'm also conscious that some people have joined. So who wants to start off by sharing their experience? Should we start with our first people that were waiting in the queue when we started this? I would really love to, I don't know, have I gone off live? What happened there? Okay, I'm here. Sorry. I have my control room here and it literally just went off. So I would love to start with Fearless Woman. So I don't know, you just said that you are a midwife mentor. So tell us, give us your experience. Are you a midwife mentor by virtue of appointment? Are you a mentor because it was assigned to you, so that's appointment? Or do you give people opportunity to come to you? How has that been? What is it that makes you take a mentee? So that's my question to everybody here. What is it that makes you accept somebody as a mentee? What is it? And what is it that makes you, when you just look at somebody that says they want to be a mentee, you're just like, I don't think you're ready. Hey, Jennifer, welcome. Thank you for joining. So what is it that makes you accept somebody as a mentee? Tell me your experience in the comment section. Let's start the conversation right away, because I feel like at the end of today, hopefully, a lot of us will be able to learn what other people see that makes them take people up at mentee. And if anybody has had blockers, because the conversations that I had that made me add it to my list of things for us to talk about. Some people have just felt like, oh, I've asked for mentoring, people are not interested. I feel like people will be able to help me, but they haven't necessarily wanted to help me. And I'm just like, okay. Or some people feel like some mentees have just taken advantage of them. So I'm like, okay, let's all come together in the conversation and let's just help each other be better. That's the point of this channel. Let's help each other be better. I'm going to try and start an Instagram live. Let's see if Instagram people can join us here. So Fearless Woman, by the same name, Jean Mensah. So guys, I'm telling you her name because on Instagram, she's doing amazing work on Instagram. On Instagram, her name is The Fearless Woman. She's doing really amazing work. So please check out her Instagram handle. Oh, let me do what I usually do. I would typically just put a link to her Instagram. Yeah, let's do that. I will put a link to her Instagram handle in this chat so that people can follow her. Jean Mensah at Fearless Woman. She's launched a few things recently that's just so inspiring. Yeah, so that's the link to her Instagram. Okay, cool. So how did you get into mentoring? I'm currently a project manager midwife and work in education and workforce management. Okay. I'm assigned to them and it can be varied. Okay, so what has been your experience when you choose a mentee? What's your experience? What's your criteria? Tell us. If I wanted you to be my mentee, what's your criteria and what has been your experience? Is this something that you jump at? Have you had some interesting experiences that you want to share, and so that people are mindful when they too are asking for things like this? That's what we would like to know. So tell me about the ones assigned to and the ones that verified, maybe the ones that you've accepted, the ones that you haven't accepted. Tell us about it. Tell us your experience. because I think one of the experiences I had as a potential mentor, no, as a mentee, seeking a mentor, I literally just said to myself, Vivian, I don't know why this keeps going off. I literally just said to myself, Vivian, if I was that mentor, I wouldn't take you. So let's start from the lessons that I have learned. If I was that mentor, I will not take you as a mentee. Like, it's totally pointless. Like, you are just, no, you're not ready. You're not even sure. You're just jumping on the opportunity, or the name just sounds really good and things like that, which I just feel like a lot of people do. A lot of people do. And I'm just like, no, don't do that. Like, don't do, it's not needed. You don't have to. So tell me, what has been your experience in mentees being assigned to you? What are the fruits? Do you enjoy it? Is there any lesson that you would like to share? Please share. I'm looking forward to the point where we get to where we now have people dialing, and then we start the conversation properly. So if you are on Instagram, please click the link in my bio. Let me write that now. Let me just say, please join us. Please join us on YouTube live stream. Link in my bio. Give me 1 second to talk about mentoring. Okay, so that's Instagram done. Right. So Jean said, I work with either students or peers, and once assigned, I work with them over a period of time. Okay, so how has it been for you? How has it been for you? How has it been for you? Tell us, how has it been for you? What's your experience? And did you get the same opportunity as a mentor, as a mentee to be mentored? Is that how it works in your field? It can be challenging if they don't take advice given. That is one of the things that gets me thinking, why'd you come to me if you don't want to hear what I got to say? And that's not to say that everything I say is 100%, but I feel tired of the entire process if the person is not making some form of progress. I feel it's not fair on me, because when I have my mentee session, I mean, I can have monthly sessions, I can have bi-weekly sessions, they can go on for hours in person, or it can be on the phone for a while. Hold on, let me shut this door. All right. It can go on for a while, and all of that effort I've put in sharing my experience, doing research, connecting them, and then they don't do anything with it, and then they're expecting a miracle, or I don't know. I don't know. So he said, or they don't do the work. Exactly. So that has been one of my challenges as well. Like, why do you not do the work? Why do you not do the work? Why have you come to me as an adult saying that you would need mentoring, you would benefit from mentoring, and not do the work? I mean, I read an article that somebody sent to me. Let's read that article, because I think it's also a good place to start. So someone sent me this article and I laughed my head out. And the person said to me, Vivian, I'm sure this article is for you. You will really like it. Where is it? Let me find the article. So there's not just me talking because I want to talk. Hold on. Wait a minute. Where is this article? Where is it? Hold on. Let me find, because they sent it to me. And the article was quite Or like me, that sometimes I want to say some things that kind of dance from to the left, to the left, and dance to the right, to the right. It was quite direct, and it was very abrupt in terms of how to properly ask for mentorship or business advice. Mhm. I'm sure that this person, by the time they did it, they had gotten to a point where it has reached them here, and they were like, people are just taking the piss. So they decided that they were going to address it. And this article, I found it really useful. So it's challenging. I totally agree. And I ask myself, before I go to somebody to mentor me, there was a time in my life, in my career life, where, and in my life in general, where I had mentors for everything. And it's almost like, instead of me to think, I just go to a mentor because I feel like they've already done it. They need to pour into me. And then there was a time where I had to limit that and bring that down to the next level, to a little minimal, because I needed time to do the work and I had to respect their own time rather than just going back to them and going back to them. And I'm not doing the work. And I'm wondering, if they were in my shoes, they're probably going to be wondering, why are you wasting my time? So June said, I can understand them not doing the work, as when I was being mentored, I would know what I needed to do and not do it straight away. I'm pleased for your honesty. I'm pleased for your honesty. And that's what honestly, you were just reading my mind as I was talking, because I totally appreciate somebody not being able to do the work, but don't come to my next session. Please don't do it. Like, do not do it. Because if you come to my next session, having not done the work, I'm wondering, couldn't you have what's the word? Postponed? Couldn't you have rescheduled? Couldn't you have given me a quick update that life has been super busy? And as such, you were not able to take some things, because I feel like mentoring is for adults. So if it's for adults, you have a right to say you haven't done the work, and nobody's gonna kill you. So June, tell us, was there a time where you sort of expressed how you felt when somebody came not doing the work? Or did you just say, oh, I would let it fly because me too, I didn't used to do it? Because I would let things fly, because I always say to my mentees, there's no pressure. You asked to be helped. You want to be helped. You want to put the work in. But peradventure, life and time is not allowing you. I'm not going to put a gun to your head. But I also feel like you need to manage upwards. It's almost like when people talk about line management and somebody comes to me and says, oh, my line manager is this, my line manager is that. And I'm like, okay, what's your contribution to this? Because I feel like everyone should learn as part of their adult life to manage upwards. Like, manage me, because I feel like as I am building the relationship with the mentee, you're getting to know me. You're probably getting to know my tight schedule, or the time that I have and don't have, and everything else that I'm doing, as well as giving you time to be able to benefit from my experience. So if I'm giving you all of that and you know that, what are you giving me in return? It's only fair, I feel, for you to want to manage my expectation. We have some people who have joined us on YouTube, on Instagram. Hey, people, trust me, Don01, Kevin Okazaki, and Candy Girl O. Please, please, please click the link in my bio. We are on YouTube. Instagram is only very limited. And click in the link in my bio and join us on YouTube, because this is where the party is happening. Laolu Graham, welcome. Click the link in my bio and join us on YouTube. This is where the party is going. And when you join us on YouTube, please say hello so that I know that you're joining from Instagram. Thank you. So as I was saying, I feel like you should manage upwards. Like, a lot of the times I almost want to put, it's not I actually do put I put a cost on the money. I put a monetary cost on my time that I'm spending with my mentee on purpose, because I want to be able to say to myself, Vivian, you need to stop. So Jane said, true. She said, you said, I would explain how I was and that it did not benefit me if I did not do the work. Once I was on the point and doing it, I was learning loads about me. Okay, so that's how you would approach it. You would actually tell them the things that you had done differently. That is very smart. That is very smart. Now I say, tell me what stops you from doing the work, and then we work on those goals. You is the mentor of life. You're kind of going from because I when I was thinking about this, right? A lot of the times I was thinking about this from a what's the word? I was thinking about it from a, is it going to be better if people want to talk about coaching? But I kept saying to myself, shift away from coaching. This is not a coaching. We're not doing coaching today. We're going to stick to mentoring because coaching is a different kettle of fish. But I'm also conscious. Oh, I can see that you've joined me on Instagram. Hey, do you want to dial in? Is it easier for you to chat than type? If you want to dial in, just send me a request and I will just dial you in and we can talk about this mentoring experience and the lessons. And if it's easier, because I know that a few people that can dial in, I've also created a Skype so that people can dial in and just talk, because some people just prefer to talk. So if you prefer to talk, just send me a request on Instagram and then I can just add you and then we can talk. Yep. So yeah, so I know that a lot of people might want me to talk about coaching today, which we might dive into depending on where this conversation swings to. And I'm open. I'm really, really open. Hey, Rosie, welcome. Oh, welcome. Thank you so much for joining. Welcome for joining. Welcome. Please click the link in my bio. We are on YouTube. This is where the party is happening. Join us on YouTube so that we can have conversations. Eddie Blanks, looking for a beautiful lady to chat with. Oh, okay. Welcome. We are talking about mentoring and experiences and lessons. So if that rocks your boat, by all means, continue chatting with us. Oh, Prosper, welcome. We are on YouTube. So click the link in my bio, join us on YouTube, and let me know that you are joining from Instagram so that I can shout you out. So yeah, if you want to send a request to me, Rockstar, I can add you. So back to what I was saying. So you said that you explain to them how you were. I think that's a sensible thing to do. I think that is a kind thing to do. But how many can you keep explaining? There's this assumption that I make as a mentee that I don't make as a coach, because in coaching, there's a lot of contracting and there's a lot of conversations and there's a lot of let's make sure that we're on the same page. But with mentoring, I choose, that's me, that's my preference. I choose to make an assumption that you have seen my path. You probably have been looking at me from a distance for a very long time. You have now decided that, yes, this is something that you want to do. And as such, you are now doing it. Or you have now come to me to help you do it. So please, if you have come to me to help you do it, what's stopping you? What is stopping you? And I also like your point around, let's talk about the goals. Let's talk about what's stopping you. That's where you kind of almost venture a little bit into coaching. I don't know. What do you think about that? What do you think about that? That's where you kind of almost venture-ish into coaching, like you kind of borderline, you want to bring it back and you're like, okay, I'm just sending the link to a few people who have asked for it. So is that the point where you go, let's talk about it, or do you just do it from side? I think that's nice. That's very kind to do. But sometimes I'm just like, nah, you came to me. So the way I explain when people ask me the difference between coaching and mentoring, I say to people, coaching is I'm in partnership. We're partners. We're on the same level playing field. The only difference between me and you is that I have a tool, and I will create a safe environment to enable you to find your own way. So I am your thinking partner. Now, if you take the same question to being a mentor, I see it as you've seen something that I've done, and you feel like that's something that will benefit you. And as such, you want to, or you would like to copy it, make it work for you, recreate something, whatever that is. So if you want to, it means that I have a blueprint that you can easily use. What's stopping you? What's the problem? Like, why do we have to have long discussion about you not doing the work? Now, let me shame myself. Let me share an experience I had. I've just seen that somebody else has just joined us. Welcome. Please give this video a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. Please subscribe. And let's contribute to this conversation. So let me give you one example. So I joined a job some years ago. And as I joined the job, you're probably going to laugh at me now, but I'll share. So I joined this job a few years ago. And in my mind, I'm thinking, I want to be able to navigate this place. I want to be able to do this. I want to be able to grow. I want to be able to do this. I want to be able to do that. And then I was like, and then I was chatting to, so part of my induction was to meet with all this management team and chat to different people. And most of the people from HR, as I was going and sitting down having conversation, telling them, this is what I've done. This is me, la, 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 la. The next thing I did immediately was, this is such honest, this is disgraceful. Like, if you are looking for a mentor, please don't do this. Please don't. Let me shut my door. Hold on. Sorry. Hold on. Let me shut this door again. So, sorry, I keep interrupting my conversations. Hello, Stephen. Welcome. We are on YouTube, so click the link in my bio and join us, because this is where the conversation is happening. So, what was my disgraceful mentee request story? It was as follows. I was meeting with the management team and then chatting to everybody and just kind of getting familiar, introducing myself, introducing the things that I've done before and what I intend to do for the company, why I was hired, blah, 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 blah. And I just met this person. Like, I literally have just met them. And I was like, so when we finished talking, the person was like, oh, looks promising. I think the role will be good for you. It plays to your strength. And in that same breath, I said, please, can you be my mentor? Whoa, 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 whoa. Like, brakes. Like, put the brakes on. Can you be my mentor? How? Why? Why? What was the need to ask for a mentor? I had not even caught my breath within the company. I have not even understood where the corridors were. Who sits what? Who's doing what? Which team is where? I just dived straight into, will you be my mentor? I thought that was savagely wrong. Is that even a word? I thought I was just like, you just wanted to collect people so that they are on your list. But what I forgot was that instead of doing my relationship building a service, you actually probably did me a disservice. And this person was so authentic enough to say, you've only just joined. I feel like you should take your time to get to know get to know things around here, and then we can have a conversation again. When they said that, I thought, can the ground open already? Because I just want to jump in like, a couple of months into the role, I realized that this was not somebody actually that I would like to mentor me. So what was the rush? What was my intention? What was I trying to get out of it? I didn't even think about it. I didn't have my intentions right. I didn't even, I need to shut the door again. Hold on, sorry. I feel like my intentions, if you can hear me, please, if you can hear me on YouTube, please say hello if you can hear me. I felt like my intentions were just all over the place. If you can hear me on YouTube, please say hello in the comment section. And I've just noticed that Treasure Savage has just joined us on Instagram. Please click the link in my bio on YouTube to join us on YouTube, because this is where the party is going on. Washington has just joined us on Instagram. Welcome. Click the link in my bio and join us on YouTube, because this is where the party is going on. So I felt like my intentions were wrong. I felt like I didn't have anything to give. That's something else that I want to talk about. I felt like my intentions were wrong. I felt like I didn't have, you can hear me, thank you. I felt like my intentions were wrong. I felt like I didn't have anything to give. I felt like I wasn't even sure what the mentor was going to do for me. It was all wrong. That's all I can say. It was just all wrong. So Now, when people from that, my experience, like June just said, that she shares with other people and says to them, this is her experience, this is what she's done when she put the work in, this is what she got out of it, etc. Because she does that, she only has done that because she's experienced it. So I now take a step back and say to myself, after that experience, I think when I meet somebody and they're like, oh, I really like how you've done that, da, 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 da. I'd like you to mentor me. There's a lot of why. I'm asking to why, what do you need? How are you going to get there? What do you think is going to be different? I almost want to source the goal because I don't want to be on somebody else's bucket list as a mentor for the sake of a mentor. Mm-mm. I don't think that is necessary. Sorry, guys, just bear with me. Let me go on mute one. So yeah, so I just felt like I just felt like the person was just me in that person's shoes. The person just looked at me and thought, you are just gathering bags of mentors for the sake of mentors. I don't even think you've thought this through. And even though I looked in my mind, I looked convincing. I was the most foolish looking person in that context. So Jean said, this is true. Really have to see what they want out of the experience. Yes, because sometimes people have asked me for mentoring and what they need is association. What they need is a link up between the person they know, between the person you know, so that they can, I don't know, so that it can help them get to where they want to get to. So I am now big on the question, why do you need mentoring? And sometimes I think I can come across as a bit brash, but I don't want to waste my time and I don't want to waste yours. I don't want to waste my time and I don't want to waste yours. Sorry, hold on. Ooh. Sorry, 1 second, guys. Just give me 1 second. Ooh. Yeah. So, yeah, I feel like some people, you just want to collect. And I think it came from, another thing, it came from some of the wrong career advices that we've gotten over the years. Like, as you're starting out, you want to be a director, get a mentor as a director, get a mentor as a manager, get a mentor as a senior manager, get a mentor as a nurse, get a mentor as a doctor. It's almost like that was the advice I got. Like, get a mentor left, right, center. Flood yourself with mentors. And I'm like, and then what? And which is why when I started to realize that I needed space and time to do the work, I reduced the frequency with which I met with my mentors because I didn't see the need to be wasting their time. And I just felt like I will not be smiling if you showed up every time. I mean, if you want to have coffee with me, let's have coffee. Let's have a conversation. Let's meet up and have a good laugh. No, don't tell me that we're meeting for a mentor, a catch up as far as our mentoring sessions go. And then you just come in and slump on the chair and it's just like, it's okay. We can carry on talking. That's just wrong. Don't do it. Like, do not do it. Now, what has been my success stories when it comes to picking mentees? Two things. I always look out for somebody who would not ordinarily have gotten access to certain things. That is big on my list because I think from a child, I watched this movie Pay It Forward, and I've just been keen on how can I, because I feel like the access and the experience and the exposures I have personally gotten today is by virtue of people giving me a leg up. And that's one of the reasons why this live stream throughout August, I'm just going to be bringing people who have and people who want together on this YouTube channel so that we can all help each other give a leg up. Slow Vibe J, IOME_BC, welcome. We are on YouTube. So click the link in my bio. Join us on YouTube because this is where the party is happening. happening. So that's one of my goals for my YouTube channel, that I'm just going to bring the people that have and the people that need, and they can just keep marrying each other, and they can just keep helping each other, and they can just keep meeting each other. Because I feel like a lot of us have experiences that people need, and a lot of people have experiences that we need. And I put myself in those two buckets as well, because I'm going to continuously need a mentor until I take my last breath, because I don't know it all. I have not gotten everywhere yet. Now, I like it when I enjoy the experience more when I can see respect for the inputs that a mentee or a mentor is putting in. I'll give you an example. So I have this mentor that she had to ask me once. She was like, so hold on a second, Vivian. We don't talk every day, but at certain points in time, we meet up. How do you do it? Because I don't remember, but you always come back to me and say, should we get some time in the diary? Should we do this? Should we do that? And we meet up. And I said to her, I wanted to sound very smart and organized. Trust me, I wanted to take that glory and just say, oh, it's only because I'm super smart, I'm super organized, I just get my life together. But that's not true. That was not true. I'll tell you the truth. The truth is, I set a reminder on my phone. I do. It's that important to me. I set a reminder on my phone that comes up every 3 months, and is reoccurring until I change my phone, which is until eternity at this rate. For me, it sets a reminder, and the reminder comes to me, and the question in my calendar is, have you met up with your mentors? So once I get that, I'm like, what do I need? Who do I need to catch up with? What have I done? And then I reach out to them and first see how they are doing. I don't just reach out to my mentor and say, hey, when can we meet? I need to give you updates. No. Which is another thing that annoys me when people say, oh, I wanted to speak to my mentor. I wanted somebody to mentor me, but they have everything. I don't have everything to give. Are you kidding me right now? Like, are you joking right now? Everybody has something to give. Big, small, old, young. I don't know. You tell me. Everybody has something to give, because you know what? One of my mentors tells me that I bring the best story and I bring the best energy to the room. So she looks forward to seeing me. So if it means that by the time she meets with me and she's going away, she's more excited than she would have normally. Have I not brought something to the table? I have. She might have more experience than me. I don't mind. It's not a big deal. She might have more experience than me. I don't mind. But the little that I have, which is my energy, or my interesting story, or my palaver at work, or whatever life is going on that I want to bring to sort of cheer her up, I just feel like, especially people who have gone very far in their career, it is lonely up there. So I kind of bring the human side, like, let's have a conversation, intelligent conversation, but still for you to be able to laugh and be able to share whatever you want to share. And I feel like that's one of the first things that I bring to the table. So I guess for me, when people say I want a mentor, the first thing I ask them is, what do you bring to the table? What are you going to give to that person? And when people tell me, oh, they have everything, I don't have anything, I'm just like, you ain't ready. So June is saying, this is really true. Really have to see what they want out of the experience. Yeah. Yes, me too. That's so true. Forever room for learning and knowledge. I will soak up anything that needs to be soaked up. And you know, with the invention of working from home and Zoom Live and all of us being stuck with Miss Rona at home, I can't tell you enough of how there is an opportunity for everybody to be mentored by anybody. Like, if it was the days where we were running to work and coming, traveling up and down and all of that, I'm meant to be in Bali as we speak. You think I'll be sitting on my YouTube channel and doing a live stream and having 5 hours conversations? No, I'll be too busy. I'll be doing 10, 15 minutes videos for y'all, and you guys will be leaving comments, and I'll be responding to comments, and there will not be all of this. So now we have a wide range of opportunity to mentor and be mentored. It's almost like just Google what you're looking for, hashtag what you're looking for, and you see gazillions of people that can help you from all over the world. Yeah, so June said, yes, me too. That's so true. Forever room for learning. I try to provide a safe space to be authentic and share. I love what you do on social media. I totally do. And I'm not saying this just because I'm not saying this just because, oh sorry, someone is just into the, sorry. Sorry, this is what happens when you're live, because if I was recording, I would have edited this bit out. So I try to provide safe space to be authentic and share. Yes, because I feel like the mentoring relationship is not supposed to be a relationship that's all about a strategic. I need to be strategic so that I can get what I need to get from this person. I need to be strategic. No, it's also an opportunity to be authentic, because I feel like when I go to my mentors, I when I go to my mentors, is my opportunity to practice who I really am. Does that make sense? If that makes sense to anyone, please leave a comment, because I want to know, does that make sense? So I'm breaking out of my comfort zone too. So putting into action what I teach. Yay! I'm so proud of you. Honestly, I'm so proud of you. I am so super super proud of you. When I go on Instagram and oh, that makes sense to you. Thank you. When I go on Instagram and I just see so things that you put up and the things that you've done, the launch that you had not too long ago, I'm just like, who am I? Who am I? Yeah, I don't have an excuse. Like you've kind of ripped all my excuses out of the window, sadly. Like you've given me room not to have excuse when I watch what you do. So yeah, I feel like everybody has something to give. And when I go into these sessions, I feel like I have the opportunity to give something, but I also have the opportunity to practice being authentic. Oh my God, I can never ever forget. I can never ever 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 ever. Oh, you do that to me too. Thank you. I can never ever forget a job I was going for. I actually got the job offer. I was too scared to be excited. This is a true story. This is where the power of an authentic mentor comes in. I was too scared to be excited. Tammy Ace, Marinico, hey, how are you? Please click the link in my bio. Join us on YouTube. That's where the party is happening, because Instagram is going to go up very soon. So please join us on YouTube. So I got this job years ago. I was too scared to be excited. And I was leaving one job to the other. And that mentor that I had was in that same job. And I remember going to her and saying, so I'm leaving, I'm going to this other job. And she was like, okay. And I was like, I'm going to be honest. I don't know if I can do the job. See, if you don't have mentors that they don't hype you up, that's not the word, that remind you of how far you've come, then you're missing out. And maybe today is an opportunity for you to find that person that you connect with and just go on that journey. So I said to her, I literally said to her, I'm not sure why they've hired me though. And you can see her body language just shifted immediately. And she was like, how do you mean? So I said, no. So they hired me and I went for the interview, and it was a series of interviews. But, and that's because in my head I was still going, but they could have given somebody else the job. And she was like, but they gave it to you. And I said, yes. And she said, now some of you might be thinking I'm using the term she a lot for my mentors. No, I also have male mentors. Oh, I do, and I will tell you about that. So she said to me, why do you think they could have given it to somebody else? I was like, yeah, but and she looked at me and she said, sir, how I described it to her was that this job was here and my experience and expertise was here. So I'm not sure. I'm nervous. That's why I can't be excited, because when I get on the job, I'm going to have to fill a gap. And she took that analogy away from me, threw it in the bin. And the next thing she said was, the job is here. Your expertise is here. And she said to me, you went through a series of interviews with directors. Nobody hands out jobs to people who can't do it. And she said to me, does your father own shares in the company? I was like, no, this is in the UK. My father is based in Nigeria. And she said, your parents don't own shares in the company. The company does not belong to your family. I promise you, darling, nobody handed that job to you. So she said to me, from now, look at the job here and look at you here. She said, when you go into the job knowing that you were hired because you can do it, it's a self-fulfilling prophecy. Your confidence and your shoulders and your charisma and your aura would say that. And she said, don't get me wrong, there's always something for everybody to learn. There's always something for everybody to learn. So go there ready to learn, but know that you were hired because you could do the job. Do you know that she told me that about 6 weeks before my next job? I wrote it down in my calendar as a soft, gentle reminder for my first day in that job. So the day before I started that job, I literally got a reminder on my phone and I read it and I was like, you are here and the job is here. So they hired you because you have expertise and you'll be able to do the job and there will be lots to learn. Can you just see how a mentor just saved me having a self-fulfilling prophecy that would have worked against me? Because I could have gone into that job. I could have gone into that job thinking it's here and my expertise is here. And I would have been a self-fulfilling prophecy as well. And I would have failed. Now, this is like 5 years later. 5 flipping years later. Just by having the mentor who had watched me grow and be able to say to me, I'm not saying you can do this because I want to hype you up. I know you can do this. And I said to myself, if she knows I can do it, because I love her standards are not low, her achievements are not small, she's nothing like me, she's a mother as well. And I'm just like, oh, if you can boss all of this together, then I can do it. So that's where my mentors have been able to help me elevate to where I needed to go. Now let's talk about male and female mentors. I remember my first male mentor. Sorry for the interruption there, guys. My first, I can't speak. My first male mentor. Let's talk about that. I chose this male mentor, and I want to know what you guys do as well. How do you choose mentors based on gender, expertise, race, relationship, where you want to get to? I don't know. I don't want to be all about me today. So how do you guys choose mentors? So I had my first male mentor for one reason and one reason only. And I was honest with him and I told him, I literally told him straight up. I said to him, I admire how far you've come. I like that we can have great conversations. I like that we're friends because we're also friends. And I like that whenever I go to the country where he works, we can meet up for coffee and just have good conversation. And I said to him, you're a man. You're never going to go on maternity leave. You are never going to be primary or sole carer in the words of a woman. You don't have that experience in breaking career. So I need somebody who does not have the sentiments that I will have when I'm a returning mom. Oh, Amagata Juliet, welcome. Sorry, I wasn't looking on Instagram. Now, this is what's going to happen. Click the link in my bio, join us on YouTube because this is where the story is happening because YouTube is going to go off very soon. So I chose him based on the fact that, as brutal as it sounds, he's not a woman. he ain't gonna need maternity leave. And I needed his, I mean, in a positive way, I needed the fact that he did not have those sentiments. So that when I'm going, oh, because I'm a mother, I can't do this, imposter syndrome. So that when all my imposter syndromes rise to the top, I can just take them to him and say, yeah, I don't think I can do this because I'm a woman, because I'm breastfeeding, because I'm blah, 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 blah. And he'll just help me strip it back and remind me of who I am before I was a mother. That was why I chose him. And he knows that and he agrees. And we have an agreement that he has my permission to say those things to me. What are your thoughts? What are your thoughts? How do you choose mentors? How do you choose mentors? Do you choose them based on race, gender? Tell me. I've shared my stories with you now. So over to you. How do you choose mentors? How do you choose your mentors? How do you choose your mentors? Tell me. Tell me how you choose your mentors. I want to hear. I want to hear somebody's story. I want to hear stories. Hey, old VDP. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Please click the link in my bio and join us here on YouTube. This is where the party is happening because Instagram is going to go off any moment now. So how do you choose your mentors? How do you choose your mentors? Who wants to share? Who wants to share? Who wants to share their story with us? How do you choose your mentors? Does any of the examples that I've given you resonate? Does any of it resonate with you? Do you want to share your experiences? I want to hear, because I know a few people have been messaging me and saying, oh, I can't join now, I'll join later, or I'll watch the replay. So people are going to watch this replay and they're going to hear your nuggets. So please don't hold back. Share with me. How do you choose your mentors? How have you chosen your mentors in the past? Have your mentors chosen you? Because I also have a mentee that I chose. Like I literally said, I want to have an input in that life. I literally just said that. And I showed interest. And the feeling was mutual. And today we have a mentoring relationship. See? So how do you choose your mentors? So June said, I have a male mentor and I chose him as he was always a friend and I admired his achievements and he has always been real and honest. He would definitely be able to pull me out when I was sluggish. Yeah. I love how articulate you are, darling. I'm just going to put that there. Yeah, so I feel like with male mentors, right? I feel like it's not one of those ones that it cannot be forced. The friendship needs to be there first because they might also feel like, oh, maybe there are some territories they should not thread. Me, I'm giving my male mentors, I'm giving them permission first. I'm like, take it. Like, you can tell me, Vivian, you're being dramatic. You can tell me, I remember once I was having a conversation with my male mentor and he literally just said to me, why do you think that is? And I said to him, why do you think that isn't? I'm a woman. And then he said to me, oh, you're a woman. How does that count? If we didn't have a friendship, I promise you that could have been taken the wrong way. But I'd already given him permission. So yes, I said to him, it counts because no woman I know has done it. And he was like, isn't there a first? Can't you be the first? See? So I totally agree with you, June. So I totally agree that he will be able to pull you out. Because I feel like when it comes to women and imposter syndrome, oh, God. It can be a thing. It can be a thing. I don't know. And sometimes because men also feel nervous, but in a different way. And I always like that different perspective. I also have a female also, and she is a creative, and we have a very similar manner. She actually makes me create. Oh, she makes your creative juices flow. Oh, nice. Oh, nice. Do I have a creative? Because I feel like this whole social media platform that I'm creating for myself brings out my creative side. And now you've just given me a food for thought. Do I have a creative mentor. I don't, but I have a buddy. I have a YouTube social media buddy. In fact, I have 2 or 3 from my social media creative side that are kind of my buddies because they kind of help me kick me off the backside. You know how you need people to kick you off the backside. So they help me, but I don't have a creative mentor. Maybe I should have one. Maybe I should have one. You've just given me some food for thought now. Maybe I should have one. Because I guess I could use someone who pulls it out of me. I have somebody, dude, that is kind of like a buddy, or could be a mentor, because they've gone further ahead on the journey with me. So I guess they could be a mentor. You are giving me some food for thought, girl. Thank you very much for sharing that. I really, yes, I might get myself, or I might have a conversation with this person and sort of navigate it to where I want it to be, which is them mentoring me because they've gone further ahead. And because I've seen them, I perceived them for a long time as a buddy, I haven't necessarily taken advantage of the other aspects, but I'm thinking out loud now and thinking, I think it'd be useful to have them on board. I have a strong creative side and I want to keep pushing that side of me. I do as well. And I feel like sometimes, my creative juices gets more creative. Is that even a word? Sometimes my creative juices get more creative. Sometimes my creative juices get more creative. Okay. I feel like I'm going to take that again. Ange0095. Hey, welcome. Join us on YouTube. Instagram is going to go very, very soon. Click the link in my bio and join us on YouTube. This is where the party is happening. Instagram is just a taster because on YouTube, you get the whole gist and you can meet my channel as well. So please click the link in my bio now and join us here on YouTube. It's Vymart. So yeah. Oh, you're not going on live because you're not at home. Oh, that's fine. Instagram is gonna drop off soon anyway. Chidinma815, welcome. We are here. We are live on YouTube. We are on YouTube. So click the link in my bio. Come, and when you get here, make sure you say hello in the chat on YouTube so that I know that you've come from Instagram, and give my video a thumbs up. I'm loving how you guys are just giving my videos thumbs up. So everyone on here on YouTube, please give my video thumbs up. Keep just thumbsing up my video. So yeah, I think, I totally feel like I could use a creative mentor. I have never thought about it. See, I set up a live so that people can meet people without realizing that it's actually going to work in my favor. So thank you for that, because I'm now going to get myself a creative mentor. Yeah, who I'm accountable. Adana, welcome, darling. Welcome, Adana. Welcome. Give my video a thumbs up. Hi, welcome. Adana is a fellow YouTuber. That's why you're seeing me excitedly gingered. Give my video a thumbs up. We're talking about all things mentoring and we want to hear your mentoring experience. So what was I saying? I'm going to try and get myself a mentor because I feel like I want to be accountable for my creative journey. And a mentor is different from an accountability partner, but a mentor is somebody who's gone ahead of me, knows the scores, maybe has been a YouTuber for longer than I have, has reached the goals that I want to, has smashed the goals that I want to reach, have been to places that I aspire to be in. And we will be able to challenge each other. Sorry, guys, I need to lock this door again. We'll be able to challenge each other. We'll be able to challenge each other because I'm one of those mentees that if I'm your mentee, I will challenge you. I don't come in timidly saying, oh, I can't add anything. I can't say anything. No, I'm one of those mentees that my mentors, I give them advice as well. It's not just them giving me advice. I give my mentors advice like I do. If I see that some things should be done differently, I will say, yes, I will. I'm not afraid. I don't feel like it's one of those. Yes, I know that a mentor is gone ahead of you, so they know differently, and you are trying to learn from them. But there might be other areas of my life which I probably have excelled, and I'm seeing that they need it. So I'm going to tell them. The exclusive clothing. Hey, 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 welcome. Click the link in my bio. Join us on YouTube. This is where the party's at. So Adana said, I already did that. You know the drill. Yes, yes, fellow YouTuber. Yes, yes. I watched your video today actually about the Beirut's explosion. That was so sad. That was so sad. Sorry guys, I digress. So Adana, I want to hear your experience on being a mentor or a mentee. What's your experience? What are the things that you would definitely say do as a mentor, as a mentee, to get mentors, to build that relationship? What has helped you that somebody else can learn for you to get those mentors that you really need? And what have you enjoyed if you've had mentees so that somebody else can pick it up and do it? Because I've just gotten a nugget right now from June. I've just realized that I need a creative mentor. So I'm going to be looking out in my network. I think I already have one in mind. I'm going to be scouting my network for people who can help me grow. I am going to be scouting my network for people who can help me grow. I need a creative mentor. Ayobami, hello. Welcome, welcome. Click the link in my bio on Instagram to join us here on YouTube, because Instagram is going to go off anytime soon. Instagram is going to go off. Yeah. You know, I've never really had a mentor. Been really praying to God to direct me to someone. Really? How did you survive? You're final year medical school, darling. In all of this life, this is interesting. Really? Why not? Let's talk about it. So you've never really had a mentor and you've been praying for God to direct you. That is definitely the way to go. I mean, I remember the mentors that I have today, I prayed for them. I prayed about them. And I believed they were going to take me under their wings. Because for me, it's not a tick box exercise. For me, it's somebody wants to pour into my life, sow into my life, so that tomorrow I too can pour. So I gave an example. Sorry, you missed it, Adana, earlier on. I was talking about one of my mentors that helped me go into a job and excel. Meanwhile, when I got the job, I couldn't be excited because I felt like my experience was here and the job requirements was here. And when I spoke to her, she shifted my mindset and I shared what she did. Now, because she has done that for me, no mentee of mine is going ahead like this. And I wish some of my mentees, one of my mentees messaged me and said, oh, would there be a replay? I wish some of my mentees were here to actually, share their own experiences of me as a mentor. Because I feel like I rip out the doubts. I tear down the walls. Like I bring my scissors and I do the walls like this, like you don't exist. By the time I'm done with my sessions, if the mentee is ready to put the work in, they will get to their destination. And this is what I desire when I pick somebody as a mentor. Are they practical enough? That's something else. When you choose somebody as a mentor, are they going to be practical enough? Because I am naturally introspective. I think about, so I can tell you how I got to where I got to. I can tell you the details, like step by step. This is what I did. This is how I did it. And I think this is what I feel is useful for my channel as well, because I can come here to you guys and say, okay, so I achieved this, or I got this, or I started this. This is how I did it. So I always look for when somebody asks me whether somebody is good enough for them as a mentor, I always say to them, are they practical enough? Are they going to tell you the how? Because this is not coaching. This is mentoring. This is basically, you have it. You have the rule book. Give it to me so that I can put my flavor in it and cook my own soup. That's basically all it is. Ava Okrika, welcome, 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 welcome. We're talking about mentoring. Please give this video a thumbs up. Give my video a thumbs up. Tell a friend to tell a friend that we're talking about all things mentoring today. And I've just realized that I need a creative mentor, by the way. I just realized. So I'm going to be finding, because when I think about my creative life, I have buddies. Like I have people that I can go to and say I'm struggling with this. They walk alongside me, but I don't have somebody that has smashed it and it's just open enough to tell me how. And I think I was having this conversation this afternoon, like the joys of having a buddy or the joy of having a mentor is that somebody will tell you the how. It's not I smashed it. How did you smash it? Can you help me? Would you be open enough? Would you be kind enough to tell me how? So Adana said, there are people I look up to and respect and can ask questions, but consciously seeing someone and having that mentor-mentee relationship isn't there. Now I can say I have a spiritual mentor. Ooh. Yeah, no. Spiritual mentor is important, like very, very important. And people that you have now, the difference between those people you have a relationship with, I think, that you can go in and ask questions every now and again. I feel like they're not part of my journey. They're not following my journey. They're not, how do I put it? I'm not able to practice with them. I only go to them when I think I need them. And sometimes I forget that they're there when I need them. But because I consciously established a relationship as a mentoring type relationship, I have established a cadence, a sequence in my mind where I catch up with them. That relationship is there. I will go to them. I will use them. I will engage them. There will be points in my life. My calendar is my best friend. My calendar always just reminds me and says, have you spoken to your mentors lately? My calendar is my best friend. Like my calendar just reminds me every 3 months, and it says, and that's how I'm able to keep in touch. And when a calendar reminder comes up, I check the conversations I've had before. And then I say to myself, where am I now? Do I need to schedule something to do now, to meet them now? Or do I need to do what I need to do so that I can schedule? But in the meantime, I always reach out to them, and that starts a conversation, because it's not when I chat to them today, we're going to meet tomorrow. It starts a conversation. So June said a mentor needs to have an eagerness to invest in others, and they have to be approachable. Number one sign, are they willing to share the how? Do they know how and they're willing to share? Number two, are they eager? Are they eager to invest in other people? Number three, are they even approachable? I know that some people have done some speed dating or no speed dating, where you go in and they say, so we're going to introduce all these people, and then you go around the table, whether virtual or physical round table, to try and meet different people, talk to them and see whether you're going to, Instagram is going to drop off now, which is expected. So if you're on Instagram, please join us on YouTube. I'm going to stop the Instagram now, end the video. Let me see. Oh, wow. 22 people joined us from Instagram. Impressive. So I tend to say to people, even in those circumstances, I have found some people that actually put themselves up as mentors to be unapproachable. And I'm just like, why are you here? They're just like, or maybe they don't like me. Maybe that's why they looked unapproachable. But I totally agree. Number three is approachable. So Adana said, I definitely know I need a mentor career-wise. Oh, you do. Career, I would not be where I would not have gone this far in my career without a mentor. I can tell you that for free. Definitely. I know I need a mentor career-wise and creative-wise. I didn't think about it that way. I actually saw it as it's something that I like to do. It's a platform that I'm building. And I have buddies who I can talk to. I have not thought about it until today that I need a creative mentor. And June actually helped me just come to that realization. So thank you for that. I definitely know I need a mentor. And I'm honestly hoping to find one as soon as God can lead me to one. That is a prayer request worth praying about, because I feel like when the relationship is meant to be and you meet somebody who is eager, who is approachable, who knows the how and is introspective and wants to invest in you, It's almost like the things that you pay with money. Because I feel like there's some, I know somebody on Instagram, I would call her an acquaintance, and she runs a one of her business proposals is mentorship, and people pay for it, and they have brilliant results. I mean, I read her testimonials and I'm just like, girl, I'm super proud of you. So I know I said this as a caveat because I was going to say that I feel like the inputs that my mentors have had in my life, and I want to say in all humility that the inputs I believe I've had in my mentees' lives, I can't put them in money. I couldn't put them in monetary terms. I could not put them in monetary terms. How much? How much? I couldn't. I couldn't put it in monetary terms. How much would I be able to pay somebody who's able to just help me rewire my brain, or somebody who's able to give me their wealth of experience at one dinner? At one dinner party, there was this woman. Oh my goodness. There was this woman. Oh goodness, goodness, goodness. She's not a mentor per se. I kind of feel like we could have had that relationship if I pursued it, but she was so good. I remember sitting at this dinner table. She's well known in the States, in the Latino community. She is one of the senior top management women running regions in the US. She's Latino. She's a mother. I always love mentors who are mothers, their wives, their career, they're having their careers and they have businesses. I just love them. And I remember sitting at this dinner table and looking at her, and this is what I mean by you can't put money on it. And looking at her, and everybody was asking her, how did you get here in your career? How did you? And I was looking at her and I was seeing beyond all of this, how did you? The only question that came to my mind that I wanted to ask her, because we were sitting side by side and having dessert, was, how are you able to juggle and have a balance? What does balance look like? And how are you able to manage family life, career, and business? And she looked at me, and I feel like if she was going to use the Bible to respond to me, she would have said, flesh and blood did not reveal this to you. She said, Vivian, that's a very interesting and deep question. And I was like, because I'm interested to know, because I am going to be all of these things and I want to still be able to have a balance. And she said something that years later, I now copy. Proudly copy it, because she shared her recipe. This is where mentors can help you be great. She shared her recipe with me. Oh, hold on. Why is this shaking? Okay. Sorry, my lights were. Hold on. Just hold on for me 1 second. Hold on. Right. So where were we? So I feel like when she, sorry guys for that rude interruption from me there. I'm really sorry. So I feel like I said to, so when she said to me, she explained one thing to me. She said, my family and my business and my work is important, but my time is also important. And then she said, everybody in my entire family knows that whatever they do, they must not disturb me on Saturday morning. I was like, eh? So she was like, not, there's nothing that important. So she said that's how she's able to find her, come back to her, and be able to be okay enough to give her family the attention that they need, because Monday to Friday or Monday to Sunday, work has her time, family has her time in the evenings and all of that, and they plan family things on purpose, but she had to just pick out her own time. I'd never read that in a book. I know people say, if you want to be better at things, go and read this book, go and read that book. Read books is good. Me, I like to hear people's stories. I like to hear this thing that you're wearing. Where did you get it from? I don't need to Google it. I can just go to the shop that you got it from. This thing that you're doing that is working for you. How did you get around to doing it? So I totally agree that it's good to pray about it and allow God to lead you, especially for everyone that's a Christian, myself included, because I want to believe that those relationships, when they are divinely led, it's just easy. It's just like, it's not like work. It's like it flows. They invest in you. You find opportunity. And there's something else that I also do. I challenge my mentees. I do this a lot and on purpose. I challenge my mentees to make sure that they too are investing in somebody else. And I love when I catch up with my mentees and they just tell me about their own mentees. I think I've had a situation where I had to speak to a mentee's mentee. Ooh, that doesn't make sense. And I remember getting off that call and I was just like, oh my God, I'm so proud of this person that they have mentored so much and I can see the fruit of their mentoring, but they were just like, you know what, Vivian, I'm chatting to this person. I feel like this other person would benefit from your expertise. So I'm going, is it okay if I bring us together? And I was like, that's your mentee though, but it's okay. Let's have a conversation. And yeah, I love it. I love it. So then I said, I'm telling you, when it's divine, it's seamless and nothing is forced. That is the other thing with mentoring relationships. Especially, well, in some cases when it's assigned and it's a professional sense, you almost don't have a choice. But when it is forced, when it's not authentic, when it's not intentional, when there is nothing that both people are getting out of it, because I feel like the mentor gets something out of this relationship as well. You know what they get? Fulfillment. You know what they get? Release. You know what they get? Knowing that they are passing something onto a generation. That too is priceless. So I can't sit here and say the relationship is all about the mentor, the mentee. No, it is both ways. Because as a mentee, I have benefited from learning from somebody's experience. And as a mentor, I have felt fulfilled that somebody's even bothered to ask me, so please, how did you do this thing? And I'm like, this thing is easy. Let's do it. And we've done it. So I totally agree that the benefit is both ways. And it's always helpful when people are intentional and they take advantage of what they can get from the relationship. So who else wants to share a mentee mentor story? Come on, guys. I want to hear what you guys are thinking. Who else wants to share? Please share your mentor-mentee stories with me, you guys. Like, let's have, it's a two-way thing for sure. It is two ways because I come away from my sessions. So one of my mentees will say to me, Vivian, I don't have anything exciting going on in my life, but when I meet you, I come away really excited. And you can see that sometimes when we come together, the first thing she says is, tell me what's going on in your life. And I'm just like, I don't have much, but let me share this little. And then she just goes, and we just, I like how, I can't explain it. I just love it. So actually, it was a mentee that made me realize what expertise I have. You see? That is a very, very valid point. A mentee making you realize, oh my goodness, see, thank you so much. That's a gem that you just dropped there. That is a gem. So imagine you realizing the mentee helping you realize the expertise that you have. And then you have an imposter syndrome moment, and you happen to be having conversation with this mentee. How do you think the kicking of the backside from your mentee, who now becomes the mentor in that instance, because they know the expertise, because they can see you, they're looking at you sometimes and they're just in awe as you're giving them germs, and the germs are coming from you as very simple, but they've not encountered it. That's why they come to you to learn it. And then you now start to self-doubt. It's almost like it gives, I feel like when I look at my mentees, I remember one day walking and I'm walking into one of my mentees. It was God planned. I was feeling rather down. I was just on the low. And when we met and they were talking to me and they were talking about me. I was trying to find, I had to find that person they were talking about, because that person they were talking about was not the person they were seeing. And that helped boost and encourage me. Yeah, so then I said, when you find someone you think could be a good mentor to you, but don't know if the person is interested in you, should you let it go because the mentor should be interested in you as well? No. I think you should have a conversation. And I think the conversation, oh, it's getting interesting now. I like when questions start coming in. So let me drink water on this question. No, sir. What you might be defining as not interested might not be 100% correct. And June, please chime in here as well. I feel like you should have a conversation. I feel like you should have ask the question and understand what your definition of not interested is. Is it what the person's definition is? Or do they just feel like, okay, this person is looking for an acquaintance. I don't have time for an acquaintance. But when you have the conversation with them in the sense of, I've admired you, I know you, we have an acquaintance, but actually you have something I think I need. Do you know how flattering it is when somebody rocks up to you and then you think about it? Somebody rocks up to you and says, I know you, we've had conversations, I like you, but I feel like you have something that I feel will help me be fulfilled, or you have something that I need. How would you feel? Leave a comment. Tell me in the comment section, how would you feel? It is so flattering. Every time somebody approaches me, which is why sometimes you can be mentee overload, because the flattering will be so much that you don't want to refuse, but then you need to find a balance. So I don't think you should not go for it. I think you should have a conversation. And June says, have a conversation and see what their thoughts are on sharing their experience. Absolutely. Absolutely. I feel like you should see what their thoughts are, because you just never know. It might be some assumptions that you haven't checked. Your head is swelling and busting and you're blushing. Oh, so you are not giving that. You're not. So you can see someone just comes to you and says, I think you have something that I think I need. Yeah, please take it. Take all of me. I can give you that and more. Now, I'm not saying this because it boosts my ego. No, not at all. I feel like it's fulfilling is the word. I don't know. It's encouraging. It feels like all that I know is not gone to waste. So I will give it. Of course, I would manage my time. Of course, I would do the whole, what can I give? What can I know? Before I tell you yes, I always say, hold on, let me check in my diary. I never just jump straight and say yes. So Jean said, they may be like me and think that they have not got much to give back. You see, a lot of people feel like, sometimes when people say to me, oh, Vivian, I need your experience in this. I remember somebody reaching out to me and saying, I just admire you so much. Just feel like I can grow by being in a relationship with you. I was looking at them and saying, what are you saying? Especially when people approach you on those days where imposter syndrome is on 150 and people are like, you think you've got what I need. I'm like, speak English, please, because I know what you're talking about. So yeah, sometimes I feel like I don't have anything to give, and people say that they need it. So yeah. So it may well be that you empower them to serve in their gifts. Oh, I am loving this. See, this is why you guys need to ask us questions. Ask questions because June here is here to service all our answers. It's true. It may well be that you are the one, and maybe they've been considering it for a very long time, but they've not had the opportunity, they've not seen the privilege, it's just not happened. But by you asking them, you then find out that you open something that they might not even know they had. And because mentoring is not like coaching, so if you came to my coaching practice, I will be in partnership with you. I would give you the safe environment. I will help you find your own way. But if you approach me as a mentor, you are saying to me, because you don't approach somebody you don't think they have something to give, right? So you're saying to me, oh, you already have it. I just need it. We just need to sit down for coffee. So and then I said, I didn't see it that way too. See. So guys, throw your questions around mentoring because you just never know. I mean, it's been a privilege to be mentored. I could not have come this far without a mentor. I haven't seen it all. There are people who have done it. There are people whose life is it. And I'm just here trying to figure it out. So why don't I go and find their eats? I mean, there's a space for coaching. I have a coach. Of course, I'm a certified coach and I have a coach. I have a coach and my coach can help me. But, mentoring has its place as well. A body has its place as well. Family and friends have their place as well. And today we're focusing on mentoring. How did you get your own mentor? How did you approach them? What was the story behind it? Let me tell you one that comes to mind. Oh, I'm smiling because it was so cute when I asked her. She was like, I would love to. And I think she almost said something like, I thought you never ask. So the one that comes to my mind is, and this is a tricky relationship, right? So I had to wait for the relationship to be different for me to use them as a mentor. I'll explain what I mean. So she's the same person I said when I went to a job interview, when I got this job opportunity years ago. I felt like the job was here and my skill was here. So I couldn't be excited that I got this job. I was more nervous than excited because I felt like I was going to cut out. Imposter syndrome got the better of me. When I spoke to her, she then said to me, you don't go through a series of interviews with directors and they give you the job for free when it's not your father that owns it. I'm really sorry. She said they gave you the job because your skills, they saw your skills as here. The job is here and they believe you can do it and there's room for you to grow and learn. Nobody wastes their time and you were not the only person that interviewed for that job. She literally switched my mindset and it was a self-fulfilling prophecy because I went to that job and I excelled. So before now, I had known her 3 years prior. And 3 years is not the mark. You can't say, let me look at the relationship as long as I've known you for 3 years. No, that's not where I'm going with this. I've known her 3 years prior, and I was actually her HR business partner. Yeah. I was a HR business partner. I admired her for 2 reasons. I admired her because I've seen how she leads. She's the MD of a particular area in the consulting firm that I worked in. Yeah, that pep talk. The pep talk can come because the person has known and grown with you. So she was the MD of the particular area in this consulting firm that I worked in years ago, and I was her HR business partner. So she too had watched me grow. What I had not realized was that she liked me because she's one of those people where people used to say, honestly, I tell you my life story. I always get business leaders that people say are very difficult, scary. People don't want to work with them. They're complicated. I enjoy working with them because the Holy Spirit helps me uncouple their brain. But because I'm more interested in the person rather than the facade and the title, I figure my way to them. I find out about the girl or the boy. I don't care whether they're MD, vice president, CEO. It doesn't matter. Nobody's title matters to me. Is the person. So I go straight for the person. And that's how I build my business partnering relationship as a HR person, professional. So we had 3+ years of being in relationship like this, where I meet with her every week and we strategize and we plan and we solve the problems, all her people problems regarding her area that she looked after. And then I was leaving this job. It was the same day. Was it the same day? No, it wasn't. We were having a conversation. We must have had one of those long 11-hour meetings, 11-hour day meetings, where we have it back to back for like 3 weeks. And by this time, I'm like, oh, I don't want to see all of you again. But I realized that every time that we have these conversations or we have these meetings, when there's an opportunity for conversation, she is interested and she is open to having conversations with me. So we will go beyond, we'll talk about family, we'll talk about life, we'll talk about struggles. And this woman is empty. Like if I put a link, sometimes when she sends me things that she's doing, if I put a link to her bio on LinkedIn, you'll be like, Vivian, how do you know this person? Yeah. So I'd worked with her for so long. She had monitored my journey without me realizing it. But I noticed that every time we spoke, she was as interested as much as I was. So one day I sat her down and we're talking and I was just like, you know what? I've been thinking. And I feel like there's opportunity for me to grow in certain areas that you have excelled in. And I feel like you do it so effortlessly. And she's like, no, sometimes it's a struggle. And I'm like, are you just come out looking hot and sexy? I don't understand. Like, show me the struggle. And she was like, no, there is struggle sometimes and blah, 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 blah. So one day we were talking and I was like, I've been thinking and I could really use a mentor because I feel like it would help because you know where I'm coming from. And she looked at me and she said, I'll be honored. I still have tears in my eyes. I'm tearing up. She looked and she said, I'll be honored. And I was like, what? I've known this woman for all these years. And I just used to look at her and say, I don't know. I'm out. She's out of my league. I know we have conversations. But I realized that every time we talk, we have conversations, she responds. So it's not like you have conversations and you hit the wall. There's a response. There is a rapport. That's the word I was looking for. There is a rapport between this woman and myself. So because there was, see me smiling here, praying for mine to happen. I love this. So because there was a rapport, I took advantage of the rapport and I had a need. I literally saw a part of her life that she had excelled in. I saw how she bosses it in the boardroom. I see how she comes into those meetings and I know how her boss, because I had the privilege of going into meetings with her boss. I know how her boss and her peers see her. Because I've had those opportunities to see all of this, I was just like, I think this woman is the right one for me. And she said, I'll be honored. And I was like, okay, so, and then we set some schedule and then we met for lunch and we just meet. Yeah. So that's one story I can definitely tell you. I've also had a scenario where people have said, I'd like to mentor you. Oh, I've had a lot of people tell me that. In fact, let me tell you what. This was 6 years ago. 6 years ago. I was in an interview. I cried when this person said to me, I'll tell you the story. So 6 years ago, I was getting bored of the job I was doing. I usually say I don't stay in a company for more than 2 years, or I don't do a particular job for more than 2 years. After 2 years, I'm kind of like thinking, what's the next thing for me to do? Because I get bored easily. And I tell this to all of my employers. Yes, I'm serious. Someone said to me, someone that barely even knows me and gave me all the contacts. Like, hold on, let me tell you. So I was like, I'm bored, I want to do something different. So I started job hunting. And I was job hunting, I was working, so it was a lot. So when you're job hunting, job hunt is a full-time job. So I was job hunting and I was working. And I went to this job interview. I remember having a 7-hour day waiting for me in meetings, but the recruiter was kind enough to schedule this meeting before the start of a work day, like really early. It must have been 7:30 or 7:15 or something. So, and maybe because I've had long days before that day, I was maybe emotional or tired because the way I burst out crying, the woman too was shocked. So I show up in this interview room at one of the Magic Circle law firms. Please, if you know what Magic Circle Law Firm is, please put it in the comments. So Magic Circle Law Firms, in my understanding, are the big, like in consulting, you have the big fours, you have the Ernst and Young, you have the PwCs, you have all of those. So in the law firm circle, you have the Magic Circle, like the massive, gigantic law firms that I'm not going to mention the name, just to keep them private. So I went to this interview really early in the morning. I showed up. I was ready for my interview. I got there. There was this lady who's she was the head for Europe, I think. And then there was the recruiter. And we sat down and we started. And you know me, when it comes to interviewing, it's my bread and butter. Like the act of interviewing, if I write a book, if you read it, you will ace every interview you ever do. And I always say to people, just like my YouTube live, my recipe for having a good interview is make sure I'm not hungry and make sure I've had a good sleep. How I prepare for interviews, we can talk about it in different YouTube live. If you'd like to know that, please leave a comment and I can talk about that in another stream, because this month I'm going to be serving you all my experiences, but you need to ask me in the comments. So I went to this interview that morning, and we sat there and the recruiter had questions, the lady asked questions, and I just started to talk about my experience. I brought out the job description and I started to plot my story into all of the roles in the job description that are required and gave them scenarios. 15 minutes into the interview, this woman said to me, "Stop." And she was like, "I'll be doing me and my partners." In law firm, you have partners, you don't have MDs. She said, "I'll be doing me and my partners a disservice if I offered you this job." And I looked at her and I said, "Why?" She said, "I don't want to use the word you're overqualified." And then I was like, "How can you say I'm overqualified? What are you on about? Please give me the opportunity." So she said, I would be doing you a disservice because she said you are here, and from a law firm perspective, your pace, she said your pace and how you work as a HR professional is here. And from a law firm perspective, we are still slowly coming behind you. She said to me, "You will scare some of our partners away." In my head, I'm like, you mean the partners that have private lake behind their houses? I will scare them by being their business partner. That's worrying. So she then said to me, because in that 15 minutes, we had already been able to, I think the first chit-chat conversation was ambition, typical, where do you see yourself in 5 years? And then I still desperately wanted to be a HR director. Now, I don't want to. I'm not interested. And that's a story for another day. So we had conversations, and she looked at me. So when we had the conversation, she stopped me and she said, "I'll be doing you and my team and my firm a disservice because I feel like your pace is here and we're not going to get there. So you might end up trying to come to us, struggle, or we might end up trying to get to you." And she said, "So I can see that with your pace and your career and your experience and your exposure, being a HR director is not going to be difficult." I looked at her. I was like, this woman is not even ethnic minority. She ain't even black for me to say, "Oh, because she's black, maybe she's trying to be the sister." No. So she was like, she said, "Being a HR director is not going to be difficult. You're going to get there." And she said, "If you will have me, I would like to mentor you because I can see that you're going very far." And when she said it, at first, my eyes were watering. She now turned to the recruiter and she said to the recruiter, "I don't know, is that the sense that you get as well? Chime in." And the recruiter said, "Absolutely. I have no doubt of where you're going." And she said, "This is my business card. This is my LinkedIn. Let's link up. Let's have conversation. I can help you craft to get there." By the time she gave me her details, I broke down. I was sobbing because I never thought that a Black girl, first generation immigrant, that somebody who does not even know where I'm coming from would even think that I was good enough for something that I wanted so badly at the time. I cried. I cried so much. And the interview ended in 30 minutes. And she was like, "I'm open whenever you want." So I went there to get a job, but I got a mentor that offered me her mentoring time, skills, and everything. And this woman, when I got home and checked her LinkedIn profile, her experience is decades upon decades upon decades. I have nothing compared to her. But she looked at me and she said, I can tell you're going to go very far and I want to invest in you. So that was my second mentoring experience. So Adana said, I think I'm scared of asking. That's what one of my challenge is. You know what they say? Feel the fear and do it anyway. Like, feel the fear and do it anyway. What's the worst that can happen? What is the worst that can happen? They say no. Mm-hmm. Would that be the first no you've ever had in your entire life about a request? I don't think so. So what difference does it make? None to me. So yeah, so then I said, I'd seriously love to hear that part. You mean my CV bit? Okay. Because you've never been, a job interview, how I prepare for job interview. I'll be needing all the advice. I would love to share about how I prepare for interviews. I would love to prepare how I share for interviews, how I prepare for interviews. Totally. I would love to. So I said, what's the worst that can happen? You said, shut the door in your face. I don't think anybody would do that physically, as in practically. They might do it in a way that you feel like the door's just been slammed. But at least now you know who does not want to be a mentor. But then you don't know until you ask. So you have this person, they could be a mentor, they could shut the door in your face, but you don't, until you ask, you ain't gonna know. So my dear, just ask. So then I said, wow, that's amazing. My mentor was watching me grow and achieve. He said he could, June said, my mentor was watching me grow and achieve. He said he could see potential in me and I need to go to the next level. He had been observing me without me even knowing. That is the other gift of a mentor. That is the other gift of a mentor. They can see, like the person I talked, that mentored me from my previous job, they could see where I was going. I wasn't sure. I didn't know until when we then had this type of relationship. And they were then able to say to me, of course we knew. Of course I knew. Of course I knew. And I'm like, you knew? She was like, yeah, I knew you were going to go far. And I'm like, nobody told me that. So yeah, it also helps when you have, so I don't know, you were asking earlier on around how do you know? It's useful if you have friendship. It's useful if you have a relationship with them before. But I like to classify my relationships. Maybe I'm one of those people that likes to tag things because it helps me be clearer and I don't mother things up. Maybe it doesn't have to be everybody's cup of tea, but it's useful for me to know that this relationship I have with this person, even though we have a relationship, is also because they are X in my life. They are a mentor. So I am accountable and I spend my time doing stuff that we talk about so that I can respect their time as well. And they can feel like they're getting out of me what they're putting in, if not more. Any other question? Wow, that's amazing. Oh, no, thank you. No, that woman literally made me cry. She literally made me cry so much, like so much. So much. She made me cry. She made me cry so much just saying to me, yeah, I don't see why you can't. And I'm just like, I'm trying to apply for a job so I can move on. And then somebody saying to me, of course you can. That's just bliss. That's just bliss. How many mentors can one have at a time? Good question. I think it depends on what you're looking to achieve. Like I got to a point where I had a lot of mentors and I now got to a point where I was needing to get the work done. So I limited the meetups and check-ins that I had so that I can get the work done. So at different times, it depends. I guess the question to try and attempt to help you answer that question or direct you to answer your own question is, what are you looking to achieve? If what you're looking to achieve is a career, then you need a career mentor, right? You might have more than one person as your career mentor so that you have different angles. If it's for me right now, it's not just my career, it's my creative life I'm realizing. So I will have more than one. So does some mentor-mentee relationship have a time frame or does it end naturally? It can be both. It can be both. I like to put time frames. That's me. That's how I work. Personality type A problem. Yeah, that's how I work. I like to put time frame to. I don't feel like I should be in a mentee's life and we're trying to solve one problem for 50 years. Come on, let's move on now. Are you not making progress? Are you not growing every day? Are you not growing older every day? So please, let's make progress. So I like to put a time frame, not necessarily in the relationship, but in the problem we're trying to solve, so that they put their back in as much as I'm putting my time in. That's how I would approach it. It can end naturally. You can go from seeing very regularly to not so regularly to once in a while to as of when it's needed. But as a mentee, I'm quite selfish. I want to get out of that relationship what I need to get out of it. So I'm going to make sure that it's as consistent as I need it to be. Any other question? Any other question? Does mentee? Okay, so I've already answered that. Ask me your questions. Ask me your questions. Oh, okay. No, you're welcome. I mean, it's my pleasure. I generally want to share these things, but I never know until people ask me the questions. So ask me these questions, because as you're asking me, I'll be remembering the stories. When I'm sitting down by myself, I might not remember all the stories, which is why I could have sat down and said, I'm going to do a video on mentee-mentor relationship and experiences. I might not remember all of this unless somebody asks me. Yeah. So ask me the questions, and I would be able to, I'll be able to share. So yes, totally. No time frame. No, I haven't had one where I've had to. I haven't had one yet where I've had to I haven't had one. Sorry, some people are just messaging me and it's distracting. I haven't had one where I've had to end the relationship abruptly. I've had one where instead of meeting every 3 or 6 months, it kind of became a once in 9 months, and that was because of their personal circumstances. And it's fine by me. I'm absolutely fine. I mean, I don't have a problem with how people want to meet, how often people want to meet. What I'm interested in is, are you getting what you need from me? Are you getting what you need from me? And if you're getting what you need from me, it's all that matters to me. I'm not even going to lie. That's all that matters to me. I don't really care if the relationship needs to go on for longer or shorter, as long as you're getting what you need from me. Any other question? Any other question? Any question? Any question? Dun, dun. Any other question? Any questions? Let's talk mentor and mentee relationship. Let's talk mentor-mentee relationship. What's your experiences? Because I've heard some people say some things like, oh, I reached out to this mentee and this mentor, and they did this, and it was just because I reached out to them. In my head, I'm like, so you don't even have respect. You're not even respecting their experience. You're actually even having attitude. Like, and again, another question that comes to my head is, can a mentee become a friend? It depends. It depends. A mentee could become a friend. It just depends. You can easily become friends. These things have to be natural. And that's why I don't believe in assigning mentors and mentees. I just feel like when they are assigned, it becomes an obligation. But when somebody is eager to pour and share and invest in somebody else, then it's a totally different ballgame. So that's what I would say. Any other questions? We're here talking about mentor, mentee, or do you have any other topic you would like to discuss? Drop that comment, because I've got a long list of topics here, but I don't want to muddle them up. I just want to go from one topic to the other as Well, if you guys want to talk about, if you have any other question, sometimes you can be friends. I agree. Yes. Sometimes, yes. Sometimes you can be friends. You can. I say that. I say that and I just remembered. I remember once I had a situation where it was not ideal for the person. I think I crossed the line, not the mentee. I actually crossed the line. And I learned my lessons from crossing that line. And that was what made me realize that I need to define what the relationship is. I crossed the line by bringing them into my friendship circle as a friend. They were not ready or even up for it. So again, it goes back to clarify, and maybe that's why I'm so big on clarification. Like, what are we here? Now, when I say what are we here, I just think about my coaching questions. What would you like to think about today? No, I like to clarify because I have moved one onto a friendship, but they weren't ready. They weren't ready, and yeah. And sometimes it can mess up the relationship as well. Somebody else has just joined. Hello and welcome. Please introduce yourself. Give me a thumbs up. Give this video a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe to my channel. Tell a friend to tell a friend. And today we're talking about all things mentoring experiences and lessons learned so that other people can be better. So June said, once you establish friends, you draw the line on being a mentor. True. Because I felt like that particular scenario, it crossed into friendship and it wasn't, you draw the line. You can't be a mentor and a friend. It don't work. It has to be one. No, it cannot be one or the other. I don't know. Maybe somebody else is. Please tell me, guys, if you've experienced it, because I feel like you're right, June. The dynamics just shifts. And when the dynamics shifts, the receiving and the giving, it can get not messy is not the word, because if you move from mentor to friends, it's not necessarily a bad thing, but it gets muddled up and the benefits is lost. That's what I think. You lose the benefit. Yeah, the dynamics is important to me. I just feel like the dynamics becomes muddled up. Any other questions? Any other thought? Oh, we just got another thumbs up. We just got another thumbs up. So somebody else has joined. So introduce yourself. Say hi in the comment section. Tell us who you are. And thank you for giving me a thumbs up. Please leave your name and ask your questions or give your contribution about mentors. I'm just trying to see if I have one of those opportunities to get somebody to actually dial in, because that's when it just gets hot. I think it depends on what you're mentoring them for as well. That's a good point. That is a good point. It depends on what you're mentoring them for. What could you be mentoring for? This is me thinking out loud and asking myself a question. What could you be mentoring for that, if it translates to friendship, might shift the dynamic in a way that it doesn't help your relationship? I don't know. It depends. You're right. It depends. It depends. You're very, very right. You are very, very, it depends. It totally depends on what you're mentoring them for. But I feel like unless if the mentoring relationship has come to a natural end, then maybe you don't need, they don't need you as a mentor anymore. They need you as a friend, or they've come to grow to like you and they just feel like, I feel like the dynamics of this friendship is what I need it to be. Then voila, you just bag yourself a new friend. Why not? So I would totally be up for that. If that's where I see my the relationship going. But if they need me as a mentor, if I need them as a mentor, we're staying as mentors. I have enough friends, and I'm sure they can bag themselves more friends if they want to. Oh wow, I've just realized that we've been here for 2 hours. Wow. Okay. Is this the point where we take a quick break? Yes, so we're still here, we're still live. So please, I'm gonna take 5 and I'm just gonna jump out and do a few things. And like I said, we can be here till midnight. The conversation is always just has a way of naturally digressing. So I want it to flow. But I'm gonna take 5. I'm gonna put myself on mute and leave you guys here. And please keep the suggestions, keep the questions coming. I'm gonna put myself on mute, head out, and I'll come back here in a minute. So give me 1 second. I'll put you on mute.